The Israeli-Palestinian conflict is one of the most protracted and tragic conflicts in modern history. This enduring struggle has left an indelible mark on the landscape and psyche of the region, particularly in the Gaza Strip. The Gaza Strip, a densely populated Palestinian territory, has borne the brunt of recurrent escalations in violence. The stark contrast in devastation between Gaza and Israel raises pressing questions about the factors contributing to this disparity. At the heart of this issue lies the complex interplay of history, ideology, and security concerns. The Israeli narrative emphasizes the need for secure borders and defense against Palestinian militant groups. Conversely, Palestinians point to the occupation of the West Bank and the blockade of Gaza as root causes of the conflict. Understanding the nuances of this intricate situation requires a balanced examination of the narratives and actions of both sides. A stark contrast emerges when comparing the defense infrastructure of Israel and the Palestinian territories, particularly Gaza. Israel possesses one of the most sophisticated militaries globally, equipped with advanced technology and robust defense systems. This military prowess stems from decades of strategic investment and a focus on national security. In contrast, Gaza suffers from limited defensive capabilities. The Palestinian Authority, responsible for governing parts of the West Bank, has limited military resources. Hamas, the militant group controlling Gaza, possesses rockets and mortars, but lacks the sophisticated defense systems of Israel. This disparity in military capabilities has significant implications for the scale of destruction experienced in each region. Israel's advanced defense systems, such as the Iron Dome, effectively intercept rockets fired from Gaza, minimizing casualties and damage within Israel. Conversely, Gaza's limited defense infrastructure leaves its population vulnerable to Israeli airstrikes. The Iron Dome, Israel's renowned missile defense system, exemplifies the technological gap between the two sides. This system has been instrumental in intercepting and neutralizing a significant portion of rockets launched from Gaza towards Israeli population centers. The Iron Dome operates on a principle of detection, tracking, and interception. When a rocket is fired from Gaza, the system detects its trajectory and calculates its potential impact zone. If the rocket poses a threat to populated areas, interceptor missiles are launched to neutralize it mid-air. This system has significantly reduced casualties and damage within Israel, underscoring its effectiveness in mitigating the impact of rocket attacks. The absence of a comparable defense system in Gaza stands in stark contrast. Without a mechanism to intercept incoming missiles or rockets, the civilian population and infrastructure in Gaza are left exposed. This disparity in defense capabilities contributes significantly to the disproportionate levels of destruction and casualties observed in Gaza compared to Israel. Section 4. Palestinian Authority. Priorities and their impacts. The Palestinian Authority, led by Mahmoud Abbas, faces the daunting task of governing the West Bank amidst a complex geopolitical landscape. The PA's allocation of resources reflects its priorities, which include maintaining security, providing essential services, and fostering economic development. However, the ongoing conflict with Israel and the complexities of the occupation pose significant challenges to achieving these goals. Critics argue that the PA's focus on security measures, including coordination with Israeli forces, detracts from its ability to address critical social and economic needs. The Palestinian economy, heavily reliant on external aid and constrained by Israeli restrictions, struggles to provide adequate employment opportunities and living standards. This situation fuels frustration and resentment among the Palestinian population, particularly in the impoverished Gaza Strip. The PA's allocation of resources towards security, while understandable given the security concerns, has implications for its ability to address other pressing issues. The lack of adequate investment in education, healthcare, and infrastructure further exacerbates the challenges faced by ordinary Palestinians. This situation underscores the need for a comprehensive approach to resolving the conflict that addresses both security concerns and the socio-economic well-being of the Palestinian population. Section 5. Unequal ground, civilian impact and international response. The stark contrast and devastation between Israel and Gaza during periods of conflict reveals a deeply concerning disparity. While Israel mourns its losses, the scale of destruction and loss of life in Gaza is significantly higher. This disparity stems from a confluence of factors, including the aforementioned differences in military capabilities, population density, and the nature of the conflict itself. The international community has long grappled with the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, seeking a lasting and peaceful resolution. However, efforts to achieve a two-state solution have faced numerous setbacks. The ongoing expansion of Israeli settlements in the West Bank, the status of Jerusalem, and the humanitarian crisis in Gaza remain major obstacles to peace. The plight of civilians caught in the crossfire demands greater attention from the international community. Providing humanitarian aid to Gaza is crucial, but it is equally important to address the root causes of the conflict. A just and lasting peace requires a commitment to dialogue, compromise, and a recognition of the legitimate aspirations of both Israelis and Palestinians. Section 6. Looking ahead, a plea for peace and understanding. The enduring Israeli-Palestinian conflict serves as a stark reminder of the human cost of unresolved conflict. The cycle of violence, retaliation, and suffering has tragically impacted generations of Israelis and Palestinians. Breaking this cycle necessitates a fundamental shift in perspectives and a genuine commitment to peace. Achieving a lasting peace requires acknowledging the historical grievances, security concerns, and aspirations of both sides. Dialogue, empathy, and a willingness to compromise are essential to bridge the divides that have fueled this conflict for far too long. The international community must play a constructive role by fostering an environment conducive to meaningful negotiations and supporting initiatives that promote coexistence and understanding. The path to peace will undoubtedly be arduous, but the alternative, continued conflict and suffering, is simply unacceptable. The human cost of this conflict is immeasurable, and the time for a just and lasting peace is long overdue. The international community must remain steadfast in its pursuit of a solution that guarantees the security and well-being of both Israelis and Palestinians, paving the way for a brighter future for the region.